Alright, and welcome to the wild card round of the Nerd Out. This is the final first part of the series. After this, we get to go into the semifinals. Tonight is the chance for Spencer and Keita here to make it to the semifinals. You guys ready to redeem yourselves?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Alright, so I'm pretty excited about this. I think both of you have had both were able to get enough votes to put y'all into this episode. So that's a huge plus, which means there's people that want to see y'all compete. So good luck to both of you, and we shall see who will go into the semifinals. We will begin with round one. I need a new suit of armor. So which video game character's armor should I go with? Spencer, you had the most votes for the wild card round, so you get to start it off.
Alright, I decided to go with the for Vera suit for Metroid. I like this suit mainly because it's not as bulky as most armor suits, but the suit also will reduce damage as well as
Hardcore team deathmatch.
protect like extreme heat, extreme temperatures. It can also slightly increase your movement speed, and it also comes equipped with a Platinum Blaster. So therefore you're getting your protection, you're getting the abilities that come with most suits, as well as a built-on weapon. Another cool thing I like about the Vera suit is you can also, I mean, it's not necessarily going to be extremely helpful, but it allows you to kind of roll up in a ball and roll around. So it's just kind of a fun way to get around, as well as to kind of help with certain obstacles if needed.
On to supply road.
Alright.
Win argument.
Keita, which suit of armor?
Okay, I chose from an actual series, not really based on a character, but it's the Fallout series, the T-45 power armor. I chose it because not only does a suit look badass, but it's also a suit that can help you in nuclear radiation, a nuclear apocalypse situation. Like you get a minigun with it, you get all sorts of stuff that protects you what you need in the Commonwealth.
Alright. So, Keita, why would your suit of armor be the better choice?
Okay, well here's where my argument's gonna come into play about this one. How can his armor protect in a nuclear situation with all these mutant creatures, all that stuff? Like, how is it going to help from the raiders? How is it going to help from all this stuff? It won't stand a chance. Like, it may be able to handle itself in those situations where he said, but how is it going to handle in those situations what I said? It's better to go with something, if you're going for apocalypse-wise, to choose something more like this.
Alright.
Enemy taking heavy casualties. Push.
Spencer, why would your suit work out better than his?
Because my suit does not take a power core of any sort like that. You don't have to worry about ever having to leave it because you don't have any power in it. And as well as, let's see, this one has a feel more mobile. We're not necessarily are dealing with an apocalyptic style here, just be in general, so it's not necessarily what kind of style. I feel like this suit, for any other style except apocalyptic, will just serve all around better for any situation.
Alright. Oh, wow. Y'all made this difficult.
They're pushing on the supply road.
I'm gonna have to give this one to Spencer. Based on the power core argument.
Yep.
The power core would cause some issues in most situations. So I'm gonna give that to Spencer, and it's gonna be 10-0, and we will go on to the second round. Alright, number 2. We have now discovered that Pokemon is real. but I can only choose from grass starters. And it can be from any of the series. Which one do I choose? Kita?
Okay, well, I chose Bulbasaur. Yes, I know, but think about it where our point of view is. We're all, like, 90s kids, because Pokemon started in the 90s for us. Like, we all started at the beginning of it. Well, the reason, like I said, I chose Bulbasaur is that more for that tie for us. That tie of our childhood. It's like where you played the Pokemon games, you had to choose from the three of them. The three of them, like Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. You had to choose from those three right there. So whoever liked grass type and all that stuff, yes, that's what they would choose Bulbasaur. It's because my point is to this is the grass type, like where it started for us, like like where we started playing the Pokemon games, red, blue, yellow, and on the Game Boy. So that's my case for that one.
All right. So you're going with the nostalgia
Yes.
answer. Okay.
Because I can't even keep up with the modern day Pokemon. I stopped watching it. I just remember the Series 1, Series 2.
All right. So, Spencer, your grass starter. Which one should I choose?
Alright, see, I have a pretty strong Pokemon background, played all the games, and I honestly always pick a grass-type starter as my starter. But I will have to say, I mean, my answer is same as Keita's here. I am one Bulbasaur. But mine comes, I like the nostalgia thing as well. That was just going to be a little backbone off my argument. But the main thing for me is I like Bulbasaur's thick fat ability. Well, when it comes to Venusaur. Venusaur's a tank. That's the ultimate reason. But like I said, thick fat, it has damage of abilities such as fire and ice, which is the abilities that are super effective against grass-type Pokemon, giving him not as big of a handicap on your team as other grass types would be. As well as when you do get to Venusaur, he does have a Mega Evolution as well, while not all of the grass types have a Mega Evolution. And the moves that you can have as Venusaur is another thing I like. Because of he can work as a status effector style. He has the normal grass abilities such as Vine Whip, Razor Leaf, stuff like that, as well as some ground type abilities. So all around, I just feel like Bulbasaur would be the best starter because it gives you that all around kind of build for what you'd be looking for to get through really any type of scenario you're in.
Okay. Alright. Well, guys, let's see. Okay. With this, I've got some viewers right now. Okay. Yeah, since y'all had the same answer, I'm gonna do something different here. Based on the answers that they gave me, the viewers right now tell me who deserves these 10 points more based on their answers. So the viewers alone, just go ahead and put in a vote, and before the final round, whoever had the most votes will win this round. All right, and we will go on to the third round. I want to travel to space. Which spaceship from a movie should I choose? And I'm going to go ahead and let Spencer start this one.
Okay, this was actually a very difficult one for me because I like certain sci-fi style movies like that, but it's not necessarily my favorite. But I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm going to go ahead and go with the Enterprise from Star Trek. And one of the main reasons I went with this was because that ship was built as an exploring ship, but it as well is equipped to defend you from anything you might run into. Since you're looking for something to just go to space with, not necessarily to fight off something, I feel like a ship built for exploring would probably be the best idea for you. As well as, it is a very iconic ship, so why wouldn't you want to take a spaceship that everyone has just loved for years? style look at it. So that kind of just gives you all around the iconic feel to it. It gives you the defense if needed, but it gives you that exploration, which is what that ship was built for.
Alright. Kita, your answer.
I chose. Well, that was actually my other answer. That was one I was actually thinking about besides the point. But I'm gonna have to go with Star Wars: The Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
It's not only the factor is like, okay, so people both know Star Trek and Star Wars. It's been a long time war for years and years and years, way before we were even born, any of us here. But I chose the Millennium Falcon. Is like, where yes, there's an exploring ship. His an exploring ship for new travels and all that stuff. But the factor is, like, the Millennium Falcon, the more maneuverable, faster ship. That thing, like, I think he said in the movie 12. What was it? What was that? But the model, the words don't matter. But more of the nostalgia time of Star Wars. Like, Star Wars came out first, didn't it? Or was not movies? Well, I don't care
Hardcore team
about that.
deathmatch.
But I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. But I feel as Star Wars, the Millennium Falcon, way better option.
Alright.
My thought.
Tito, why shouldn't I choose the Enterprise over the Millennium
Remember your
Falcon?
training. Make us
It
proud.
leaves less movability, because how big it is, yes, it can go fast, yes, but the overall, where the Enterprise has its flaw, where I'm pretty sure the Millennium Falcon could find that flaw and move around faster than it could keep up with. Like, it could still take it down, yes, there's still chances of both. It's no telling who's gonna win exactly, like, but I'm more choosing mobility over the bulkiness of the ship of the Enterprise.
Okay. Spencer, why shouldn't I choose the Millennium Falcon over the Enterprise?
Well, the way I'm taking it is you're looking for a spaceship to go to space to do more exploring, more so than anything. The best thing to be able to explore with, in my opinion, would be something to move slower. Speed would not necessarily be much of a factor in it, but you have a better chance of looking around in in Enterprise. It'd be different if we were taking that. Be different if you were like taking a ship up to actually fight, because then you would need the mobility of the Millennium Falcon. But like I said, you're not necessarily going to fight. But if you did run into something you did have to fight, you do still have that ability with the Enterprise. So just all around, when it comes to kind of a balance of exploring as well as defenses, I just feel like the Enterprise brings a better combination for the two.
Okay. Alright. Y'all made this pretty tough. There's tons of spaceships that we could have chose from, and of course y'all chose the two biggest.
Yeah, typical pretty generic.
Yeah. And it comes into effect of, I was giving y'all a chance to choose and to go in depth with your answers, and both of you did. Both of you gave pretty decent answers for these two ships. Out of these two, I would have to go with the Millennium Falcon. So I'm going to go ahead and give Kita the points for this one. And the score right now is tied 10-10. And we will move on to our final round. This one is a fun one. It is a battle question. So, we've got God of Thunder Thor versus the God of War Kratos versus Spawn versus Galactus. Who wins? Kita, you won the last round, so you may go first.
Okay, well, overall thinking, like I said, this is going to be a tough answer for me, but I went with the God of War. I think he could pull more out of his tricks than Thor ever could. I mean, Thor's not a killer. Thor is not a killer. But let's face that. Thor, like you might see Thor in combat, which he's actually good. Which I'm just basing off that because that's really the only two I know. But the God of War, Kratos, he's not afraid to kill. In overall combat, you never know where it could lead up to, but I'm leaning on more of the side of the God of War. Because of the experience of the combat and all that.
Alright. Spencer, your answer.
Okay, well, I too went with God of War, of course. Mine argument, it was a hard argument. Mine comes down to the type of people God of War had to fight throughout his game series. He has fought much larger than life creatures, which would be something kind of similar to like Spawn Galactus, but God of War fought giants. He's fought people like Zeus. He's had to come to a lot of diversity to beat a lot of the people he had to fight. He's got a pretty good arsenal of weapons and tricks and powers. He's fast, as well as strong. I feel like I just feel like the people that he'll be fighting in this scenario on the 3 is his experience with these larger-than-life creatures gives him enough, I guess, a background, you would say, enough experience to hold up his fight most against them. Like he said, God of War is a killer, so he has slain all of these enemies. He's not just taken them to, basically, to lock them up. He has literally killed them. So therefore, I feel like he can overcome the diversity that these other, that like Galactus or Spawn or God of Thunder's bring. So, and that would be my argument.
Alright. With this one, where y'all both gave about the similar argument here, I'm gonna split the points on this one and give you both 5. Just because this one's just too close to call. I expected, when I gave this question, I was hoping that I would get 2 different answers, but it happens. So we're just going to go ahead and give 5. So that's going to give 15 apiece. And we're going to go to the votes. I got, on my live chat, I got 1, and then I got another vote on my phone here. Both votes went to Spencer for round 2. So Spencer gets the 10 points for round 2. So that'll make it 25-15. And we will move on to our final round. Alright. Kita, how many points will you be wagering? 5. Okay, Spencer, how many points will you be wagering?
Do I have to wager any?
Yes.
No, I'll do 5.
Okay.
I'll still lose either way. Look at that. I'll still lose either way. So what's the point of doing the question bonus round?
Oh, we're still going to do the bonus round. Okay. Because, and this is perfect, because it is, so we'll do a quick bonus round here. Alright. So, quick answers from both. Who is the strongest non-cosmic Marvel character? Means no deities or anything like that, just the strongest Marvel character. Or, I'm sorry, most powerful. Not brute strength, but most powerful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
And no what? What was I said?
No cosmic or deity style characters.
Okay.
And your answers.
I'll let him go first.
I'm still trying to decide here. There's such a wide variety of people. I'm afraid I'm gonna pick someone that doesn't fall into the non. Afraid I'm gonna pick the wrong thing here.
Alright, I'm giving 5 seconds and then I'm going to need an answer from both of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answers.
I'm just
That's a-
randomly.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, you wanna go ahead?
I'm just gonna say Captain America, because I cannot think of. That's a tough one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Adam Sandler because I have nothing else to fucking lose.
Okay, both of you had it wrong. That will put the score 20-10. Spencer, you are our wild card victor. The answer to the bonus round question is a character by the name of Protege.
Yeah, I
Never
would
heard of him.
Probably not.
The
I know him,
is-
but I would have not have thought of that.
Yes, the character is extremely powerful. Basically, anytime anybody uses a move against him or starts to use a power, he instantly gains that power. He's got like this mimic ability where he just has that power. So it doesn't matter who he faces, he's got that power and instantly knows how to counter it.
I was saying Adam Sandler because he defeated Pac-Man. Come on now.
So, both of you had very strong points with your questions, and I appreciate it. Spencer, you do move on to the semifinals. The schedule for that will be released here soon.
Rooting for ya,
Um,
cause I fucking suck.
Kita, you did strong. Hopefully, we might see you return for the next series. Everyone who watched, I appreciate it, and until next time, thank you.